What's up, guys? Welcome to Pack 191. So weird, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu virtually. Unfortunate, COVID, it happens. But at least we got this. We got access to show you moves, take you on this Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu journey. My name is Blaine. This is Tyler. It's a little bit about both of us. We're going to be the guys taking you on the journey. I've been born and raised in Hawaii. Graduated Oregon State 2013, so I'm kind of elderly, still living in Corvallis. Right now I work at a mental health treatment facility center. My wife's a nurse, and our goal is to go international, third world type of thing, and she wants to do a nursing thing, and I don't know if I can get good enough at jiu-jitsu, maybe I'll do a jiu-jitsu thing over there, not sure. We started this PAC class last year, so this is our second year doing it. I'm a purple belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, trained for like 6-7 years-ish, so I got a ways to go. This is Tyler, can you introduce himself?
So I'm Tyler. I've been training for about 8 years now, almost 9, getting there. I'm from the East Coast. I'm originally from Jersey. I spent some time out there, but I moved out here when I was pretty young. So I've been out here most of my life. I definitely like it more. You can see the stars at night, so that's nice. I pretty much work at a gym in Philomath, so I kind of just do jiu-jitsu all day and teach people how to lift and stuff like that, so kind of good life.
So it's really fun with Tyler. I think Tyler's like the same belt level, like the belt that we wear, but this guy's jiu-jitsu is like for sure further than mine. So it's really cool. He's taking me under his wing, so us to be able to do this PAC class. In the past couple years, like me leading it, him leading it this past year, this term we're virtually kind of doing it together. So it's been pretty awesome. I think together we're a pretty good team. I think his jiu-jitsu speaks louder than mine, and I'm just loud. So I'm just loud and personable and weird, and I don't know, I'm just like, I can be weird, so hopefully you can just be weird and be yourself too, and we can still learn jiu-jitsu. So that's a little bit about us. Let's get into this class. Okay guys, some content expectations, some things to expect is how this class is gonna go. Virtual, so it's gonna be different than if we met up live. The first thing, what I'm always gonna try to do is I'm always gonna try to show like a move or a body movement. In jiu-jitsu, a lot of the things that we do regularly, common people, even athletic people, they don't do it. So I'm gonna have to show different moves that reinforce a certain way for our body to move. And the way what we're gonna do, besides just like a single move that might repeat itself time to time again, I'm also gonna give like a solo drill, something you can do to kind of reinforce your like muscle memory, so that your body can get used to it. An example, the one we're gonna do today. We're gonna do a move called shrimp, where it's all about our hips and our body turning and moving. Our body turning and moving and scooting our butt in a certain direction. That's the move. But the solo drill for that is by yourself. You're able to shrimp and shrimp. And that's an example of the solo drill. Along with the solo drill, so the solo drills are mandatory. The solo drills for you guys to do, they're mandatory. They're something that you just have to do it 1,000 times until it's almost natural, like walking, natural as breathing. And that's why the solo drills are important. Those are mandatory. That's like something important for you to learn jiu-jitsu. Then I'm also going to add partner drills, and the partner drills are where it's gonna give you a little bit more real life application scenario type of situation. The partner drills, I'm leaving that as optional, and that's my way of respecting you during this COVID, this very weird time with the coronavirus, and I'm respecting you if you have health concerns of not wanting to get close contact with people, to practice social distancing. This is my way of respecting that. So I'm leaving this optional. If you feel uncomfortable, then you're able to just do solo drills. Just do solo drills and practice those and practice those. But if you do want to build a little bit above that foundation of jiu-jitsu that we're going to be doing in this class, partnering drills is going to be a next step to help build build upon that, what you're learning. It's gonna help your body understand and adapt more. And then the last thing that we're gonna always do is sparring, where whatever move we're doing, whatever principle I'm showing, and the partnering drilling, you're gonna then spar that. Like you're gonna actually like fight with your partner, your training partner. So that's kind of what to expect, and my goal is to have all those things for every single video lesson that we got. A little bit of a history lesson for the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, how it came about. So Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu actually stems from Judo. Judo, Japanese martial art, where they focus primarily on like throws and hip throws and foot sweeps, and you're standing up with your partner. So there's a guy, Elio Gracie. He was this really super small, skinny guy, kind of like myself, small guy, and he was trying to learn judo, and they were teaching him, like moves, like do this move. But for him, because he was so small, skinny, not very strong, it was hard for him to do the moves. Like it was hard for his body type and shape to fit into the moves they were teaching. So what he did was, him, his brother, they went back to Brazil, where they're from. They went back there, and they kind of, Elio Gracie and the Gracie family, they basically kind of recrafted judo in a sense, like the moves. And instead of taking it as, take a person and fit into the moves, what they did was they went to the martial art, they went to the moves, and they created like a systematic martial arts system, where this system that they've created, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, it'll be able to adapt and fit any body type, any age, strength, weakness, gender. That's what's beautiful about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is it doesn't matter if you're weak or strong. It obviously helps if you're really fast, really strong, but it's not everything. It doesn't matter if you're weak or if you're strong, if you're little, if you're big. It's a system that is very fluid, and that's what we're going to go over next, is a 4-part system, a summary of what Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is. Okay, there's a little summary, if you want to call it that, of Jiu-Jitsu, like a 4-part system that kind of helps give a general overview to, if someone were to ask me what is Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, I'll tell them these 4 things. So if you look at my buddy Kevin, a good friend of mine for a while, he's helping me to be my filming partner. If me and Kevin were to fight, Kevin has hands up. Yeah, we were to fight. Like we're about the same size. I think Kevin's actually got. Yeah, we're about the same size. Okay, we're about the same size. If we were to fight, I don't know. Like I have some stand-up training, but if Kevin were just to throw like crazy looping punches at me, throw a punch, and he would just like to catch me, I just can't really control him. He's fast. He can move around a little bit, Kevin. He can move around. I can't really control him. So step 1 of the system with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is they decided the most effective way to control their partner is by taking them to the ground. Okay, moves a little bit forward for the camera. Is he tries to punch me or something, I move in, and I take my partner down to the ground. That's step 1. Because now if you look at it, I mean, now if Kevin wants to fight me from there, go ahead, put your fist up. Makes sense. I mean, it makes sense, right? It's just like Kevin punching me here, push me down. Like that's way different than if he was standing. You can't generate as much torque, as much power. So step 1, take your opponent to the ground. Now step 2, although now he's on the ground, if he's a skilled grappler, if he has some knowledge of grappling jiu-jitsu, his legs, very dangerous. This is what's called the guard position. A skilled grappler, if they know what to do, they can use their legs to do chokes. They can use their legs to flip somebody over. So legs are pretty strong, they're dangerous. If he's not a skilled grappler, he's just a crazy, I don't know, just crazy drunk person on the streets of Monroe or something. Legs are also powerful though. So if he's just crazy and he tries to kick my hand, kicks are strong. You can't just walk in and up kick you. So legs are super strong. Legs are essential. So step one, I take them to the ground. Step two, whether they're a skilled grappler or just a crazy kicking up person, we want to pass the guard or pass the legs. What I mean is, I want to get past the waistline of my partner. And once I pass their legs, and we'll go through that through the class, through this term, once I pass the legs, that's step two. I pass my partner's legs. So step one, take them to the ground. Step two, pass their legs. Now jiu-jitsu, a lot of it is about control. We can scoot down this way. That's good. A lot of it's about control. If I took them to the ground, I passed their legs, I don't want to just go crazy and give them my position. A lot of it's about control. I'm going to smash my partner a little bit. I know how to control my partner, making myself heavy. I know how to control them. I want to get into a good position, and I know how to control my partner where I can stay on top of them for a while. So step one, take them to the ground. Step two, pass their legs. Step three is establish control. I want to control my partner. And we'll learn how to do that throughout the term too. And then step four is the best one. Finish them. Submit them. Submit them. And we're now just do a little arm bar. We submit them by taking a limb, breaking it, or by putting on a choke and choking them. We finish them. So that's basically the 4 parts, a little summary of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. 4-part system, take them to the ground, pass their legs, establish a good control position, and then submit them, finish them. That's the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, guys, in a nutshell. Okay, let's get into the first move of the term. It's called shrimping. I think by a long shot, it's like the most important move, body movement, that we do in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu by a long shot. It's gonna look dumb. It might feel dumb, but it'll save your life if you're ever on your back in a self-defense situation. So the shrimp is basically a movement where we're on our backs and it's a hip movement where you're gonna be scooting your butt. You're gonna be scooting your butt. So basically what it looks like is you're gonna be on our backs. We're gonna be on our backs like this. And just some words to maybe help you guys, just kind of help your mind, help your body, help everything connect is plant and push. Where first, so we're all on the same page. I want you guys to plant your left foot. Plant your left foot. Your body's gonna turn towards the right. Now, if I'm turning towards my right, that means I'm getting ready to scoot my butt towards the left, towards the opposite direction. Okay? So plant your left foot. I'm gonna turn my body towards the right. And the push is I'm gonna get up, push on my foot, and I wanna basically just be on my shoulder, my right shoulder. I can be on my leg, that's fine, my right leg, and my left foot that's planted. And for the push, I'm gonna push and scoot my butt opposite direction of where I was facing. One more time. Down on our backs. Left foot, plant. My left foot's planting because then I'm gonna turn towards my right. I'm gonna push, get up on my shoulder, my leg. My left foot, I'm gonna push, I'm gonna shrimp, I'm gonna scoot my butt away from the direction I was facing. We face up center. To go the other direction, we plant our right foot. We turn towards the left. We push, get up on our shoulder. And I'm gonna push my right foot and scoot my butt in the opposite direction. Okay? So this is shrimping. So what I want you guys to do at home, depending on the space you have, if you're in the living room, not that big, that's okay. I want you guys to try to do at least 2. It's just plant your left foot, turn, push, get up on your shoulder, scoot your butt in the opposite direction. Face up, Your legs together. Plant your right foot. Turn to the left. Push to get up on your shoulder. And then push, scoot your butt. And face up. So at home right now, I want you guys to do that like 5 times each. Go right, and then go left. And then we'll kind of troubleshoot it together. Okay, let's troubleshoot a little bit. After every move, I'm gonna try to do like a little troubleshooting where obviously if we were together in class, like the ideal world, we're together, you'd be able to be like, yo, I'm having trouble, or I would just see you're having trouble. So the best case that I have for right now is I'm just gonna have to kind of just troubleshoot it from what I think the possibilities of the trouble you could be having. It's the best that I got. So let's troubleshoot. A few problems that I've seen when people first learn shrimping is they're putting their foot down and they're turning, and when they're pushing, they feel like they're not covering any distance. They're really not moving their hips enough. Go up, put their foot down, they turn, they're pushing, and they push. They just don't feel like they're getting the full distance versus something like that movement where your hips are covering a large amount of distance and space. The trick there is the distance of your feet to your butt. If your feet is far away from your butt, which I see a lot of people doing this, if your feet is far away from your butt, then the amount you can push is just going to be limited compared to if your feet is close to your butt, close as possible. Now if your legs are bent, now you have more power to really push and explode. So if you're having trouble, you feel like you're not covering enough distance and space and ground, I'm almost going to guarantee it's probably your feet. You got to get your feet close to your butt. So when you're doing it, make sure, same thing, we're always going to start on the right, so we're all going to be on the same page. Left foot down, planted, but close to your butt. Turn, planted, and push, and you get way more space. Face the sky, right foot planted, close to the butt, not far, close, turn, pushing, covering a lot more space. So one of the troubleshooting things that I've seen with people when they're learning shrimping is I don't know what the problem is, so I'm just going to give you I guess a thought, which might just be a solution if you're having the problem that I just can't identify. But you're not gonna, your goal is not to move from one end, is not to move north. That's not the point. Otherwise I could do what I just did, a little weird Michael Jackson thing. The point of shrimping is if I have someone standing here on my right, I'm going to turn and I want to scoot away from the direction I'm facing. I hope that makes sense. Because some people when they're shrimping, I see them do stuff like, I want to say just like that. They're just scooting upwards towards their head. And I think the problem there is you're not turning your body towards the direction you need to. If you're shrimping right now, you're practicing, and you're doing something along the lines of this, you're turning like a little bit, and you're pushing, then naturally, because if you're not turning, naturally when you push, your body's gonna not go anywhere. It's not gonna go right or left because you're not turning your body. So, troubleshooting, make sure when you're planting, you turn your body. It's not about speed. I want you guys to work on being fluid, being smooth. Turn your body this direction. See, I'm facing the right completely. My body's turned as much as possible. Facing the right. My knee that's turning towards the right is down. It's not up because then my body's not turned. My right knee is pointing towards the right. It's pointing towards the right. So now, when I push, I'm on my shoulder. Now, naturally, when I push, I'm going to go in the opposite direction, which is what I want. Same thing. Right knee or right foot planted down. I'm turning my whole body to the left. You can see my back, my butt, everything. Sorry if you're looking at my butt, but you're looking at it. My left knee's turning to the left. My knee's not up, My left knee's turning to the left. I'm pushing on my shoulder, same thing. Now I can scoop the direction that I want. Last troubleshoot. Something that I see as I've taught this class for shrimping when people are first learning how to shrimp is they're like, oh, my foot is close. I am turning, but I still feel like I'm not turning. I'm not really getting that left to right direction. I'm still kind of going north like this. I see this a lot. See that? When you're shrimping, something to think about, I guess a word, and I'm throwing like a lot of words for you guys. Plant, push, turn. One more word, it's gonna help, is think crunch, if that makes sense, like a crunch, when you're doing crunches. Oh, I don't like doing crunches, so I'll stop. When you're doing crunches, my foot's planted, I'm turning to the right, I wanna crunch down. I'm on my shoulder, but I'm gonna make sure I crunch down. What that does is, when you crunch your body, it's just kind of like a reflex, I think, where when you're crunched closed like this, tight, you're crunched. As you push, naturally, you see how my butt can now scoot? Because when you're crunched down, if I try to push here when my body's wide open, what's the opposite of crunch? Open, I guess. My body's open. When I push, like my butt can't really catch up as well to my upper body, if that makes sense. I hope you can see it visually right here on the camera. But when I'm ready to push, I crunch down. You see how now it's like my butt's gonna start catching up in the race? It's getting a little bit more closer, even past my upper body almost. So now when I crunch and I push and I scoot, I'm able to cover more distance. From this angle, right foot, I turn to the left. I don't want to be open like this. I push, I'm going to be open like this. I'm not going to get a whole lot of distance. But if we crunch down, and I'm still pushing, I'm on my shoulder, I crunch down. Now from here I push, I get a lot of distance. A lot of distance. So I hope that helps. So try it out again. Just do 5 times each. The left foot plant, turn all the way, crunch down, push, shrimp. Face the sky, right foot close to your butt, turn all the way, crunch down, shrimp. Face the sky. Let's try it, guys. Okay, hope the shrimping's going well, because if it's not, this next move is going to be tough. I'm going to try not to throw like more than one move at a time at you guys, but this next move, called reverse shrimping, it is pretty much like what it sounds like. It's shrimping, but in reverse. The reason why I'm throwing in both of these is because when you shrimp in a real situation, in a real scenario, you're going to have to reverse shrimp too. So it just makes sense. So it's kind of a lot today, but I think it'll make sense. It'll make sense. So reverse shrimping, the reason why I was giving you guys a lot of words for shrimping, like plant your foot, push off your foot, turn, crunch, be closed, is because reverse shrimping is literally going to be almost the opposite of all those things. So shrimping is, I'll do 2 shrimps, one each direction. Is shrimping is I plant, I turn, I crunch, I push, face up, I plant, I turn, I crunch, I push. If that's shrimping, reverse shrimping is going to be, we plant, we turn still, but then this is the difference is we're going to pull, we're not going to push off our foot, it's planted. We're going to pull. And that's going to seem super weird, and I'm not going to lie to you, this is not going to be easy. This is probably make you a little tired depending on the distance that you have in your area right now that you're practicing and watching. Instead of pushing, you're going to pull yourself forward. Okay? You're going to pull yourself forward. Now, the opposite of the crunch is instead of crunching down, you want to pull and open your body up like that. Okay? So I'm going to the left. I'm going to plant my left foot. I'm going to turn that way. Instead of pushing, I'm going to pull myself forward towards my feet, towards where the side that I'm turning, and I'm gonna open my body up. So what it looks like, don't freak out. If you're like freaking out right now, just don't. You'll get it. This might take you like 1,000 times, but you'll get it. We're gonna go towards the right. All right, every time we do something, for the most part, we're always going towards the right. I just keep saying it so we can all be on the same page. We're going towards our right. You can just, when I'm showing you these things, feel free to practice with me, like at home with me. You're laying down. We're going towards our right. We're gonna plant our right foot. We're gonna turn towards our right. We're gonna pull ourselves forward and open our body up. Open our chest up. We're gonna turn towards our left, plant our left foot, pull ourselves forward, open our body up. That's a reverse shrimp. I'm just gonna throw a troubleshooting thing right now. I'm gonna skip the troubleshoot and just do this all at one time. What helps a lot is imagine you have a ball. You have a ball, so hold the ball. Lie down right now. Sorry, that was kind of weird, but lie down right now. Hold the ball. Okay. We're gonna go towards our right first. We're gonna plant our foot, right? We're gonna turn towards the right, and when we pull ourselves forward, I want you to imagine you have the ball, and when you pull yourself forward, like really try to chuck that ball above your head. One time. Get your imaginary ball, hold it. If you got a real one, your thing. Hold the ball, plant your right foot, and when you're planting it, it's probably got to be like a toes kind of part of your foot. Turn towards the right. You're gonna pull yourself forward, and while you're pulling yourself forward, think I'm gonna throw that ball above my head. You can keep going. Plant your left foot, turn towards the left. You're gonna grab the ball and pull yourself forward. So it looks like a little bit more fluid. I'm not gonna throw the ball, but I'm just gonna do it. Boom. You're pulling yourself forward. You're pulling yourself forward. You're pulling yourself forward. Okay. That's gonna be rough. I'll tell you right now, that's gonna be hard. So give it 10 times. Go right, pull yourself forward. Go left, pull yourself forward. Go that right and left, right and left. Do that 10 times. Okay? And we'll come back together. Okay, time for the first solo drill. Shrimping, reverse shrimping. Like I said, real life scenario, situation, you're gonna have to do both. Probably one after the other most times. So for a solo drill, this is gonna be really good to just get reps in, to kind of get your body. The more and more you do it, hopefully correctly as best as possible, because you're learning it for the first time. The more and more you do it, just the better your body's gonna adapt. So then eventually, after 1,000 repetitions, you get there. It just feels like walking, pretty much. So for the solo drill, and this is obviously going to depend on space, like literally where you are. If you're like in your little room, little apartment, or if you're, I don't know, you're a rich baller and you have a humongous living room, then all right, you can do this for days. You start at one end of your room, space, the floor. Start at one end, and first you're going to shrimp to the other end, okay? The other end of the room, or the other end of your floor. So you're going to turn, you're going to shrimp. 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 And once you reach that end, like for me, this is my end regarding camera lens. This is my end. You reach that end, you get up, you move back to the other end. And I want you guys to do this like 4 times. Turn, shrimp. Turn, shrimp. Now, it's not speed. Something that I nerd a little bit. I'm learning magic card tricks right now. Magician said, it's not about speed, it's about being smooth. Okay? Same thing in this, same thing. It's not about, I don't want you guys to like, boom, boom, boom. It's not about that. It's not about that at all. I want you guys to focus on being smooth. Go super slow. Plant that foot. Even say, plant. Turn, crunch, scoot. Plant, turn, crunch, push. And I want you guys to be fluid as you need. Fluid as you need to. You just learned it today. Fluid as you need to. Do that 4 times, okay? Then, I want you guys to come back to one end. And I want you to lay down, but facing the direction we're gonna go. Now we're gonna reverse shrimp. We're gonna reverse shrimp. We're gonna plant. We're gonna pull. Throw the ball. 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 Gotta get up. Go back to the other end. And same thing. Just do it 4 times. Again, not about speed. Looking like crazy like that. Your roommate's gonna be like, what are you doing? Nice and smooth. Pull it. Pull it. Plant. Pull it. Now, if you're like, I was thinking about this a lot last night. If you're like, I don't know, dude. If you're like, dude, I'm only in I'm only in a space where, a small space where you can only do like shrimp, and that's all you got. That's okay. Hopefully you can get at least 2 shrimps in to go right, left. So what I want you to do, if you're that person in a small space, that's okay. What I want you to do is, same thing, nice and smooth, turn to the right, shrimp, plant, turn to the left, shrimp. Then, because you have small space, then I want you to go right into reverse shrimp. Turn to the right, shrimp forward, turn to the left, pull, shrimp forward. So if you're in a small space, it's gonna look like this. Boom. Boom. And then, boom. Boom. Pause if you're getting kind of like, whoa, what am I doing? Restart again. Boom. Back again, back. Boom. I've been doing this for like 6-7 years. I'm not a master or anything, but I've been doing it long enough where I can be a little more fluid. So if this is your first day learning, slow. Slow. Nice and slow. Nothing wrong with slow. Slow. Nice and smooth. Okay, wait. Reverse shrimps. Reset your thinking. Plant, turn, not push. Ooh. Plant, turn, not push. Ooh. So do that, and you're gonna have to just do that a lot. I don't really want to put like a number on it. I think if you can get at least 10 to 20 shrimps in of each one, 10 regular shrimps, 10 reverse shrimps, 20 regular shrimps, 20 reverse shrimps, and now the more you just do that, just all day, as much as you can, that's the better your body's gonna adapt to shrimping. So solo drills, try it out. Okay, here's the first principle that I'm going to be teaching to you guys this term. It's basically the principle of space management, distance, and this is kind of the whole point of shrimping. This is like what makes that dumb, weird thing we just did. This is what makes it worth it. This is what makes in a more real life situation. Just for principle's sake, my partner, Kevin, is just going to be on his knees, and I'm going to be laying straight in front of my partner. So if you have a partner and you're willing to try it, you can even grab them and just kind of get in this position. If not, you're just going to kind of soak it in by watching. That's cool too. My point is, I want to be able to bring my legs in the front of my partner. Okay, so if I turn and I'm facing my partner, I'm pulling my leg right now, but obviously my legs are hitting my partner. Reason why is because I don't have enough space because my partner's in the way. Okay? So that's where the shrimping comes into play. Is same thing, like literally the move exactly what we did. My left foot's down, close to my butt so I can explode. I'm going to turn towards my partner and I'm going to shrimp. Now by scooting my butt, by shrimping, I bring my right knee to my chest. My right knee is now in front of my partner. You will change the angle a little bit to show here. if I just turned and I'm trying to bring my legs in front of my partner, and I know you're gonna be like, why do you have to bring your legs in front of your partner? That's like week 3 or something like that, so don't worry, we'll get there. Principle of space management though in distance is my partner's in the way. So we shrimp, left foot down, turn towards, scoot, shrimp. Now I have space, I've created a lot of space by shrimping. No space. And when I shrimp, I've created, I don't know, let's call it like 8 inches of space. So when you shrimp, we shrimp to create space. I shrimp, bring my knee in. You shrimp to create space. That's the principle I'm trying to, I want that to sink into your heads right now. A rule of thumb for shrimping, this is where me and Kevin will switch. Kevin will be laying down. A rule of thumb for shrimping. If I'm in this position and Kevin's gonna shrimp, a rule of thumb is you never shrimp with your back towards your partner. What I mean by that, Kevin turned towards me. Nope, towards facing. He turns towards me and he shrimps, he scoots his butt, go for it. That's good, that's a good thing. That's what he wants. If Kevin turns away from me to shrimp towards me, that's bad. The reason why that's bad, back down. The reason why it's bad, he turns away from me, is now I want this position called the back. I want to be on its back. I want to be on my partner's back so I can do not fun things to them. Okay? So for the most part, just rule of thumb, if I'm here, my partner is going to shrimp away from me. So he shrimps away from me. Yeah. If, change the angle. If I'm here, my partner's going to shrimp away from me. Yeah. So, we're good. So for, the principle of space management, if you ever feel stuck when you're like doing something live grappling, if you ever feel stuck, can't get your legs out or in the right spot, it's because of space. You need to create more space. And the way you create more space is by shrimping. That's the first principle of space management. Okay, let's get into a partner drill, first partner drill. This isn't going to be the most real life situation partner drilling. We're going to have more as we just learn more. It's going to be able to get more realistic. But for today, it's just for the idea of the space management. For the partner drill, your partner, someone's going to be pretty much top and bottom in almost every situation. Okay? Top and bottom. The position that we're kind of going to be in is called side control. Side control, where if my partner Kevin's on the top, I'm on the bottom. This is where me in the bottom, I'm going to be down like this, and my partner on the top is on the side of me. Side control is basically where my partner's past my legs and my partner is on top of me, just like that. That's side control. This is where we're going to practice this drill, okay, to reinforce our shrimping. The drill is basically going to be, is your partner is still going to be up like that, yeah? Just like that on their knees, okay? Just for now. The drill is, you're going to be starting just hip to knee, hip to thigh on your partner, right next to them, okay? The goal of this drill is I want to shrimp away from my partner, make space. You're going to bring your legs in the front of your partner. You're going to use your hands and your feet to push yourself to where now you're square in front of your partner, ending with feet on the hips, okay? Time. Make sure your hip is glued to your partner's thigh. Your partner, and when we're drilling, so to learn this stuff, I think it's almost any martial arts, maybe just learning anything. I mean, you don't learn, as most of us normal people, you don't learn 500 level math from the get-go. You learn, I don't know, elementary, middle school, high school, blah blah blah. You keep moving up 100, 200. You know, you have to learn the baby stuff. This is the baby stuff, okay? So for drilling wise, whenever we're drilling, your partner is not resisting. He's not resisting. Because in my mind right now, I just learned how to strip. Like, dude, you can't really resist yet. I need to work there. I need to start getting the baby steps, okay? The next step is just this, drilling. Partner just chilling, not resisting, just being a body that I need. Hip to hip, or hip to thigh glued. I'm gonna turn, I'm gonna strip. You get my knees in the front of my partner touching, my knees touching, my hand touching thighs. I'm doing whatever I need to do to push to make myself front and center squared, feet on the hips, okay? Do 3 of those. Then make sure your partner's on your right side for the bottom person. We're talking about bottom person. Make sure your partner's on the right side. Same thing, hip glued to the thigh. I'm gonna turn, I'm gonna strip. I'm gonna get my legs in the front of my partner. I'm gonna push. Using my hands, my legs, my feet, making sure I'm square in front of my partner. Okay? So partner, something I'm gonna say a lot for the first couple weeks. Whenever we're drilling with a partner, the partner cannot be a noodle. What do I mean by that? If me and Kevin switch. Kevin's laying down. This is an example of not a noodle. Like, I'm not fighting, I'm not resisting, we're not fighting or anything. I'm here and I'm firm. So if Kevin does the move, very slowly turns, strips, yeah. When he brings his legs in front of me, and when he pushes his hands, legs, whatever he needs to push his body, yeah, I'm strong, I'm firm. I'm here, I'm helping him, okay? This is an example of a noodle. Kevin do the same thing. Exact same thing, go for it, yeah. Go, go, go. But when he pushes me, you just like, don't think you just flop, okay? That's not good. That's not good because although this is drilling and we're not fighting, I'm not fighting him, I need to help him by at least being solid, firm. There might be times where, no, I take that back. I don't think there's ever gonna be a time to be a noodle. So again, if I'm doing it, Kevin goes, I'm not a noodle, I'm firm. Yeah, I'm here. I'm not pushing his legs away, but I'm here when he's pushing off me so I can make sure he gets the right pressure, okay? So that's what I want you to do. I want you to do 3 times, Kevin down. Yeah, I'm gonna say. Kevin's down. Make sure hips touching the thighs. 3 times one side. Partner can switch. 3 times the other side. And then when he's done, we can rotate. I'll go on the bottom. He can try 2 on top. Be my personal partner. That's the first drill. Try it out. See how it goes. Right, sparring time. This is just the best part of learning jiu-jitsu. It's the most fun. It's the time to like apply the move to like a real life scenario where a partner is resisting, and it just makes things way more realistic. This is fun. This is where it really sinks in. Just some general tips about sparring. Like, just honestly, I want you guys to join Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I want you guys to like just see it, experience it, and you know, like it's effective, it works, it's fun, it's a good workout. It just helps you, man. It just makes you a better person. And by the end of the term, I'd love if you guys are like, dude, I need to do jiu-jitsu. Virtually, I know it's kind of hard. So maybe my next minor goal is maybe like take it again in fall or winter or next year spring. The COVID things hopefully calm down. Because then definitely I think you'll like, man, it's really fun being able to do it with me, with my other jiu-jitsu buddies that come in to help out. So some general, I guess, cultural stuff. Jiu-jitsu is kind of culture in itself. When it comes to sparring and just kind of taking care of yourself in general, like fingernails and toenails, like cut them, trim them, file them. I'm nasty and I bite my nails, and I just do, but I don't have nails. Reason why is sometimes like when we're drilling, when we're sparring, like you grip your partner behind the neck, for example, and he'll move away, and when he does, my hand will come down like that. But if I have nails, people have like scratched me, and I got Wolverine claw marks on my neck, and taking a shower burns, and it really hurts. So take care of that. Jewelry, if you got jewelry, probably take them off. I mean, if you have earrings, something like that, and someone's trying to grab your head, or you're trying to grab someone's head, and it cuts you, get stuck. So just take them off. I know some people have earrings, they put tape around their earrings if they just can't take it off, stuff like that. Wash your clothes, hygiene. You can get ringworm, nasty infections by you sweating, your partner sweating, like the other 10 people in the gym sweating the mats, super nasty stuff. So wash your clothes and take a shower like right away. When you train with somebody, you know real quick if you're like about to spar. I don't know real quick if Kevin washed his clothes or not, if he's reusing it. It's like super disgusting. So wash your clothes. Yeah, that's just some general stuff. So with sparring, I'm gonna have you guys, for the most part, every time after we do a move, and after we solo drill the move, and after we partner drill the move, we'll go into sparring. We're kind of want us to focus on sparring, but like with an intention, with a goal, with a purpose. So what we're gonna do for sparring is your partner, you and your partner will just take turns. Your partner will lie down. Kevin's gonna lie down, and this is where it's kind of weird because if you and your partner don't know anything, and you're about to spar or about to fight, it's gonna be kind of weird if you don't really know anything. So all you gotta do for the top person is lay on your partner. Wow, you know what I mean? Lay on your partner. And all I want from the top person to give resist, because we're sparring, meaning we're fighting. When you're sparring in jiu-jitsu, we're not punching, throwing any type of strike. We're not biting, we're not scratching, dumb stuff like that. We're not doing any of that. We're more wrestling, kind of think wrestling. We're grappling, okay? So Kevin's goal is he's trying to get out. A good way for him to get out is probably to shrimp. So if Kevin is able to go shrimp by shrimping away from me, getting his legs in front of me, and if Kevin can get in front of me like that, he wins, so to speak. Reset again, Kevin. Okay. If me, top person, if I can keep Kevin here, I win. Okay? Now here's my philosophy on sparring. I don't know, I don't think there's any win or lose when you're learning jiu-jitsu. It's not win or lose, it's just learn or don't. Like, I'm better than Kevin, just because I've been training for a while, okay? Kevin doesn't train normally. So, there's obviously a good chance if I really wanted to, I could probably keep Kevin here a while, okay? So my philosophy in sparring though is, I'm sparring where I'm trying to help him, okay? And I have a strike three philosophy. What I mean by strike three is, the first time we go, another culture thing, before you start sparring, I don't know why, you start like this. You cup hands and you pound. Like, I don't know why. Brazilians, like in the motherland of jiu-jitsu, that's how it goes. So before you start, you boom, and get into position. So for the first round, strike three principle, okay, or philosophy. First round, we're gonna go, and I mean like we're gonna like, Kevin's gonna, like we're fighting, we're sparring, he needs to get out, okay? The first round, we're gonna go. The first round, I'm gonna give Kevin like, I don't know, 10%. Go. Boom, okay, Kevin's out. We're gonna reset, we're gonna go again. We're gonna go. The second time, strike one's done, go. Strike two, I'm gonna give him more like, I don't know, 50. I'm gonna make him work a little bit more, yeah. Make him work, yeah, make sure he's pushing. Boom, he's out, okay. Now strike two. But for strike three, ready, go. I'm gonna go all out. I'm not gonna, like, I'm gonna, you know what I mean? I wanna, yeah, okay? He might get it, he might not. The point is, it's not about I'm beating Kevin. The point is, reset this way. The point is I'm helping him learn, okay? So strike three principle, when we're sparring like this, the person that's working on the move we learned, the shrimping right now for Kevin, for the bottom person, Kevin should be successful at least 1 or 2 times. Okay, if you know what I mean, at least 1 or 2 times. Strike three principle. The first time for top person when you're resisting, like I said, if this is your first day ever doing jiu-jitsu stuff, you don't know anything, just land them. Okay? The first time, 10%. Go Kevin, go. 10%. I'm just kind of laying 10, not really doing too much. Okay. Second time, call it 50%. 50%, a little bit more, a little heavier maybe. Yeah, more than push, okay? And after they hit it, 2 times, and the third time, go. I don't know. Third time, I don't know. I'm gonna like try, I'm gonna start doing stuff, okay? Then we'll switch. After that, I would do like a set over your phone, like a 1 minute or 2 minute, up to you how much you want to push yourself, but don't do more than 2-minute timer. And eventually the timer goes, we'll switch. Now I'm gonna be here, Kevin's gonna be lying on me. Same thing. We're gonna go, Kevin, first time's gonna give me like 10%. 10%. I'm back. We're gonna go again. And maybe like, I don't know, 50% resistance. I'm back. Now this last one. Once I hit it a couple times, Kevin's gonna go. Oh, everything you got, Kevin, everything you got. Everything you got, whatever you wanna do. But I can do it. That's only because I've been training. That's cool though, okay? You see what I'm saying though? When you're sparring, I think a lot of times people think sparring, they think, oh, I'm just gonna just all out and just destroy your partner. No, it's not how, I don't believe that's true. There's a time and place for that. I think when you're first learning, that's not how it goes. So, right now, grab your buddy, grab your person, grab your partner. If you don't have one, just keep doing the drills, keep doing the solo drills on your own. If you have one though, remember, strike through your philosophy. Help your partner. Let them get there, work. And even when Kevin's down, and this might be hard depending on how much grappling you know you don't know. If I'm going like this and Kevin's going, go. I might be able to help him, like bam, I'd be like, hey bro, like, you're moving towards me. Like, yeah, you gotta turn towards me, move your butt away from me. Keep going. Yeah, keep going, yeah. Yeah. And I'm like, push more, push. Yeah, see, I can help him. Yeah, see what I'm saying? I can help him. So, that's what you're gonna do. Do it with your phone. 1 to 2 minute timer. When that timer resets, start it again, top bottom switch. Keep sparring it out. Try it out a couple times. That's it for week 1, guys. Super fun. I've never done anything like this before, so man, patience, some grace would be great from everyone. Just kind of bear with me. And I'm just going to be working really hard, just trying the best I can to teach something that's really hard to do. It's really hard to learn in general, yet alone virtually. But we'll do our best, we'll do the best that we can. If you guys have any questions, just shoot me emails. My phone number is on the Canvas page too. Like, shoot me a text, let me know who you are. Let me know, and I would love to try the best that I can, just talking to you. We can do like a video-to-video thing. Sometime in the term, maybe I might do some sort of live Zoom thing maybe, depending on what this Corona thing looks like. Maybe just from my home. We'll see. But shoot me any questions that you have, and between myself and my other training partners, I'm sure we can find a way to help you even virtually if you're stumped on any of these moves, if you have any random questions about Jiu-Jitsu. So have a good one, guys.